old people, if you're old, you just itch a little more, and if you're young, that's a byproduct of being young. It's not your fault. It's not your fault if you're young. There's just a side effect of being young, which is you're stupid. I know you think you're not, but you are. You're so stupid, you don't even know you're stupid. But the thing is, oh, God, I'm so itchy. But here's the thing, if you're older now, think back, older people, if you're older now, that means you were young in the 60s or 70s or 80s or 90s. What? No, Craig. Yeah, 90s as well. No, Craig, Hoobastank. No, Hoobastank. No, Craig, Hootie and the Blowfish. No, Hootie and the No Fish. They're all dead. They all died. They were all found floating at the top of the pool. They're fine. That's stupid. So what I'm saying is, if you're old now, that means you were young in the 60s, 70s, 80s, or 90s, which means back then, not only were you stupid, you were also, and I don't know about you personally, but statistically, if you were young then, you were promiscuous. But what happened is, the sexy generation, they had a lot of sex. And they had babies. The babies grew up to be the Gen Z and the Millennial generation, and they did what the next generation does. They rebelled against the attitudes and the morals of the generation that came before, and it swung the other way, and sex became bad and dirty and naughty and creepy again. Thank you. Because I'm a Scottish Protestant, we're not comfortable with sex the way you guys do it, with the touching and kissing and being in the same room and all that shit. We don't. Scottish Protestants, we have sex by mail. That's how we do it. We have sex by mail. Dear Margaret, I hope this letter finds you well. Oh, you like that, don't you, Margaret? Anyway, Margaret, as your husband, I have decided it is time we had a baby. So please find enclosed in this envelope an example of my jizz. Too much? Jizz is too much? An example of my man gravy. Man gravy? Scrotum custard. Egg drop soup. I don't know. Please insert it into your lady parts, and all being well, I'll see you at the christening. Best wishes, your husband, Adolf. That's how we do it. Don't do that. Anyway, look, here's the thing, though. I have to say, my Gen Z and Millennial brothers and sisters, as much as I love you, I got some news for you. If you're in your 30s, early 30s, mid-30s, late 20s maybe, you're in that wheelhouse, and probably starting to have kids of your own now. And those little tykes you left tied to the furniture in the double wide to be here tonight, I know. I know where I am. It's specifically for the reasonably priced seats up there. But here's what I'm thinking. Here's what I'm saying, though. Here's what I'm saying, my Gen Z Millennial brothers and sisters. If you're a young parent right now, you got little kids, those little tykes, they're not going to stay little tykes forever. They're not going to stay adorable little tots forever. They're going to grow up. That's the way it works. They're going to grow up. And the pendulum's going to swing the other way. And they're going to rebel against your attitudes. They are coming. And they will make Caligula's Rome look like Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. If I was a young parent right now, I'd start saving up for bail and rehab, because you're gonna need it. And to be honest, my Millennial and Gen Z brothers and sisters, you kind of deserve it, you smug, self-righteous asshats. Now wait. I know what you're thinking. Oh, come on, Craig, old comedian railing against young people. Well, I have to speak my truth, don't I? Speak your truth. What is your truth? Well, if you believe something to be true, that's your truth. So the truth is subjective? In a way, yes. I really wish I'd known that in a court case in Glasgow in 1987. Speak your truth. Do you know where I first heard that, actually, was from Harry and Meghan. Speak your truth. Don't get surly with me. They're your problem now. I like when one of them said, I can't remember which one it was, the one that complains the most. Oh. But one of them said, we have some news. I'm like, what? They said, someone in the royal family is a racist. I was like, yeah. It's nothing to do with them being royal. They're a family. If you don't know who the racist is in your family, it's because it's you. It's part of family life. You ever been to a wedding? Grandpa would like to say a few words. No, he will not say a few words. Anyway, I like that young people annoy me. It means that we're still moving forward. We're still developing as a society. You know, I'm old, they're young, but... Because for a while there, I thought we were all just turning into robots. And not cool robots like, you know, Jeff Peterson in the old late night show. I know. Everybody loved Jeff, I know. I love Jeff too. People still say to me, Greg, where's Jeff? And I always say the same thing, fucking your mom, but I don't. We'll cut that out, but I don't say that. I think it, but I don't say it. No, I'm talking about the AI in our phones that was making us think like robots, these invisible robots that they put inside our phones to make us think like in ones and zeros. You know, that's what AI stands for. Our invisible robots that they... And they were put in there by Elon Musk or Mark Zuckerberg. One of the two. I don't know who it was, but it was one of them. Do you know that Elon Musk has 28 children? I believe he has 28 children, therefore it's true. Yeah, I'll tell you about Elon Musk. Do you guys remember a show called Teletubbies? Do you remember Teletubbies? I loved Teletubbies. I used to watch it with my boys when they were very little. I used to watch Teletubbies, and I loved that show. You know, every time I watched that, I thought, man, I wish I still took hashish. I feel that it would be a real kind of duck à l'orange. But I loved it. I particularly loved Tinky Winky. How dare you shut up about Lala Dipsy and Po, you asshole!